For years, I worked with so many 20-year-olds, and they would always tell me that they were so inspired and wanted to take on all these big things. So many of them wanted to start their own businesses like I had, but they had so many excuses. They would say, I'll do it when I finish school, or I keep forgetting, or I'll do it when I have more free time. All the excuses in the book, I've heard every single one of them. The biggest reason 20-year-olds aren't going after their big dreams is because they keep overcomplicating everything, and they keep thinking that everything has to be perfect. And that's the biggest issue with most people too. It's not just 20-year-olds. It's everyone thinks that it's gotta be perfect, that they need to have everything in place, and it just isn't going to ever be that way. It's gonna be messy. It's gonna feel weird, and it's gonna feel a little cringe, and that's okay. It's totally normal. I'm here to tell you that it's not that hard. It's so much easier than you think it is to just get started. Stop waiting until you move out, stop waiting until you finish school, and stop waiting for tomorrow. Just get started now. That's as simple as it gets. But listen, I will help you get started. We will get you going so you can start on that big dream of yours, so that you can start your online business. Because it seriously breaks my freaking heart seeing so many women keep waiting until tomorrow, keep waiting until they finish school, keep waiting until they move out. You don't have to do that, girlie. I promise you. We live in the online era where it's so much easier now than it was for our parents. That's why they don't get it. Our parents don't understand what we have today, which is the ability to share things with millions, I'm talking billions of people online that want what you have, that want something that you are willing to teach them. You have value, girlie. So I will help you finally make progress, because I know you want to do that. So you can go ahead and click that top link in the description right now, and I'm ready to help, girl. And here's the thing too, you are at such an advantage. You want to know why? Because you are still naive. I was naive at your age. I started my business at 22 years old, and I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars because I made the decision to go after my big dream. What I want to see you do too. I wasn't thinking about bills, I wasn't thinking about profit margins, and I certainly wasn't thinking about how long it was gonna take to make my first sale with my business. I just kept going. And I was living at home still, which made it so much easier too. That's another reason why I'm saying, don't sleep on the fact that you're still in your 20s. I was living at home with my dad still, and I was lucky because he did let me take over the whole house and make bath bombs, and it was messy, messy, messy. But he just believed in me, and honestly, I'm very thankful that I had parents that supported me. I understand if you don't. Not everyone does. But listen, you don't have to make products. We live in a digital world, a digital era, and you can sell anything online that has no involvement with you making something with your hands. Back when I first started when I was 22, things were different. I'm 30 years old now. I was living at home still. It was so much easier because of that. I didn't have to worry about paying rent, mowing the lawn, cleaning, doing anything. My parents took care of everything. And that's why I'm really stressing the fact that you don't want to worry about when you move out and when you finish school, because you're going to have to worry about all the things that come with being an adult. You are still this like young adult basically. There's this saying I actually saw on Instagram where your 20s are like the first years of you no longer being a teen, right? So you're like a 2-year-old adult if you're 22 years old. And that should make you feel pretty damn good. Take advantage of the fact that you're still young, girl. And another big takeaway you have with living at home is that I was also able to fully focus on just growing my business. I didn't have to worry about paying for anything. I could just keep putting the money right back into my business, and it helped it grow. So I was able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars that way. And your parents can help you. If you are in a position where your parents are cool with it, they can teach you a lot of cool things. They can help you grow it. They can work with you and figure things out together with you. It is so good to have another brain when you are brainstorming ideas for your business. So see if your parents are down to help. Sometimes it's a hard conversation, but you rather have that hard conversation with your parents, right? Instead of living a hard life that you just don't get fulfillment and alignment with. Most importantly though, girl, No matter how much you learn, how much you plan things out, and how much time you take to research, you will never be ready. I was never ready when I first started my business. You just have to go for it. You just gotta do it. And the only way to really truly learn is by putting things into action and by making mistakes. And I talked all about making mistakes in this video, so you could check that out right here. And maybe you're kind of feeling like, well, what should I do? Like, what is it that I should go after? I actually have a funny story about how my business was birthed, essentially. So when I worked at this liquor store job that I hated, by the way, it was awful. I had to deal with cranky alcoholics, and either way. So my coworker, let's call her Ashley, she had brought up this idea of doing a bath and body business, and she showed me it on Instagram. This was all the rage back in 2016 when I first started my business. And she would show me the competitors that I had to deal with later on, which was kind of funny. And I was like, wait a minute, I could do this. She had been talking about it for so long and she just never put it into action, and I just didn't take her seriously that she was actually gonna do it. So I didn't steal the idea. It was just that she never took action on it, and I was like, I could do this. I could definitely do this. And sometimes that's how ideas about business are born. Just talking and having those conversations and really just thinking about things, right? Sometimes that's how things are created. And I got started right away. I went straight to the kitchen and I made myself some bath bombs and I tested them out. And I was like, I can do this. This is so easy. The biggest key takeaway of this video that I want you to understand is having the perfect plan will not help you. It is so essential. It's so important to just dive in, to just get started. When that idea of that business hits you, try it out. And as soon as you start, your plan will change too. That's another thing. My plan changed so many times. It's so important to understand this too. You are going to pivot. You must pivot when things don't work. If things aren't working, that's when you pivot. And think about this too. I'm gonna put you through a quick little exercise. Think about 2 years ago. Who were you 2 years ago? What did you like? What did you wear? What did you listen to? Are you listening to all the same songs? No. Are you wearing the same clothes? Maybe here and there. Are you talking about the same things? Are you interested about the same things? Are you passionate about the same things? Probably not. A lot can change in 2 years. I can assure you of that. So it's okay for things to change. Change is good. And it helps you get crystal clear about what you truly want and what you're most passionate about and what you can get excited and want to keep going after and go all in on. And the reason I'm saying this is because too many people waste so much time planning all the things out and trying to perfect everything, analysis paralysis their way out of even getting started. Please just take my word for this. If there's anything that I've ever told you and it should stick, it should be this: just get started, okay? Say it with me, just get started. And maybe you're thinking, Michaelyn, how the hell do I get started? Brainstorm your future self, visualize her. What is it that she's doing? What is it that she loves? What is it that she wants to do with her life? This is just like setting the GPS setting on your phone. You're figuring out where the destination is. Where are you trying to get to? Are you trying to work from home? Are you trying to run a business? What exactly is it that you're trying to do? And truly visualize the life that you want, and do this daily. What does she wear? What does she eat? What does she look like? Who does she spend her time with? Where does she go? Who is she? You need to be visualizing her, and you need to be stepping into her. That's something I do a lot. I will step into my future self, my higher self, when I'm just not feeling up to recording, or I know that she's got all the things I need, and I just step into her. And most importantly, what does she do? Is she a YouTuber? Well, if she's a YouTuber, she needs to be recording herself. She needs to be making videos. And the simplest way to get started with doing that is to take your phone out and record yourself. Just give it a try. See if it's something you like. And if it doesn't feel right at first, that's okay too. The thing is, you gotta keep trying. See how it feels. Make sure that it is getting you excited. Just use your phone and start talking, because messy action is better than no action. Just post that video. Don't think twice about it. Just post it. My first YouTube video, horrendous, awful. You know what? Nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit. I ended up archiving it. It's okay. It's not gonna be forever. You don't have to worry about it being there forever. You just have to get over that fear of getting started, that fear of being judged, of being perceived. You gotta get through that. And the only way to get through that is to post the damn video. And listen, start implementing your future self slowly but surely. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. Small changes every day are gonna get you there. Get that cute outfit that you feel comfortable and sexy in and that you can see yourself wearing as your future self. Record that damn video, set up your YouTube channel, and just keep moving forward. And whatever you do, I know I said it a million times. If there's like a count record for how many times I said it, just get started. Probably 100 times. I mean it. Say it with me. Just get started, okay? And if you want to start going after your big dream and you want to start that online business, I'd love to help you. Click the top link in the description right now, and I'll see you soon, girlie. Bye for now.